What's happening, brother?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. Thank you for having me here.
Glad to be here.
OG, triple OG.
Yes, sir.
You and I just met, and we have some things in common. But there's one thing in particular I want to point out regarding what you do and what I do. The thing in common we have is we transcend generations with what we're doing. Go ahead and hit them with a little bit of wisdom.
Well, you're only going to get what you put into it. And if you want something, you're going to have to work for it. And only you can dictate your destiny. You know, you're in the good Lord. And so nobody can tell you what you can't do. You have to determine in yourself what you could do. And so let me tell you now, anything is possible, but you have to believe. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. So if you believe that you can do it and you're willing to get off your butt and put the work in, it can happen. Now, I'm a true believer that regardless of the situation and circumstances, that if you take a step forward, then the good Lord will take another step. You know, God can't activate his power if you're sitting still. Okay? And so I didn't get to where I'm at, and I've been up and I've been down. And I always kept faith in what I was trying to do and what I wanted to do.
Power. That's powerful, brother. Thank you for sharing that. So at what age did you get into this fitness journey?
Oh, wow. That's a great question. Great question. I'm going to try to make this long story short. And so great athlete, you know, as a kid and middle school, went into high school, a good athlete, and just got with the wrong crew, you know, and like doing drugs and alcohol more than I wanted to do schoolwork and play the sports. So, hey, man, my high school year was the worst time in my life because I didn't participate in any sports. And my main focus at that time in high school was to get high, whether I was smoking weed, drinking, or taking pills, or you know. But anyway, I want to make this a quick story. So that was kind of the path that I was led into, and then at 37, I got my third DUI, and I was forced to go to Keystone for the third time. And in the process of being at Keystone for the third time, I made a decision that forever changed my life, was to give up drugs and alcohol. And in that process of going to Keystone 4 days a week, outpatient, I started going to the Y. And so I was 37 years old when I started working out at the Y. And, hey, the rest is history. You know, I went from being somebody that was a regular at the Y to being staff after being there 4 years. I went in there at 155 pounds. By the time that they hired me to be on staff, I was 193. I was a constant face in the YMCA, and the fitness director gave me a job. And then she helped pay for me to be certified trainer. And I was able to leave my job of 10 years after being certified personal trainer for 6 months. And, yeah, if that answers your question.
It did. It actually also brought up another thought regarding what we have in common, the alcohol dangerous, brother. I've been there.
Yeah. I have 25 years clean.
Congratulations.
26 years clean this past February.
Salute. That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you've been operating for numerous years. I used to see you back in the day when I used to go play basketball and lift weights at the YMCA off of Charlotte Avenue over in that area. And, you know, me and you never really talked. Like, I've seen you, like, for decades, but we never actually had a conversation. We see each other out in public at grocery stores or whatever. But here we are today. and there is something powerful at play. And that's Almighty God.
Yes, sir.
So I know that your relationship with Christ is very important on your path. He's guiding you, brother. I'm gonna walk with you.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you for your wisdom and just the opportunity to come in here and sit down with you to be able to soak some of your wisdom up. Like, that means the world to me, bro. For real. So what's the secret to your longevity? Like, have you been doing this for so long, so consistent, and you have loyal clientele that comes in? Like, how did that work? How did you come up with that?
Everything is about relationships.
Right.
You got to show up every day. People don't want to hear your problems. People they want to work out. They want you to hear their problems. And you have to have passion for whatever you do. Regardless of what it is, you got to have passion. You got to show up every day to give your best. And I think for me, it's just not giving up. Having your own business and working for yourself, it's tough. It's you're in an uncomfortable situation a lot of times, but nobody can pay you more than you can pay yourself. Nobody can pay you more than you can pay yourself. So I love what I do. When I personal train, I train each person based upon their fitness level, their age, their health, and just trying to just connect where they can feel comfortable and knowing that when they come in here, they're going to get what they need. Not necessarily what they want, but what they need. Mm-hmm. And then we can get what you want. So you're talking about a real personal trainer here that is going to cater to you and not try to throw the book at you and have you do some things that you realistically can't do. But we're going to build you up and get you in a position that you can do some things that you didn't think you could do.
Okay. I appreciate that. We're going to switch gears a little bit, pop the clutch and switch the gears like an old school motor scooter. Now, you have different programs that you offer to everyone out here in the community, one being children's training courses. What do you do to keep that entertaining and fun for the kids?
You got to always change it up. That's all my clients. You don't do the same thing over and over.
Right.
What we're going to do today? I don't know.
Diversify your bonds.
Yeah, you got to mix it up. If you are constantly doing, I'm not a clipboard personal trainer. Mm-hmm. You coming in doing 3 sets of 12s and this and that and that. No, we change it up all the time. We're not doing the same thing every day. You got to change it up, and that's what makes it interesting. But more importantly, it's about results. And so when you're training kids, you're not training special needs kids. So I train all kids. I just don't train athletes. And I would say that I probably train kids that need from an emotional or weight loss or special need point of view. I have probably more of those kids than the athletes, even though I do have a quite number of student athletes that I train. But, once again, we just change the workout up. Of course, it's going to be tough. I want you to think about if you only walk into your car in the driveway, driving to work, walking to your car at lunchtime, coming back home, walking to your car from the driveway, and if you're not doing any walking, and then we come in here, and I say, okay, well, let's walk 10 minutes. Oh, my God, Troy killing me. Well, it's a process, So if you're not doing anything, quite natural, it's going to be tough. That's for anybody,
Right. Yeah, so you have that come as you are mentality. Just leave the ego at the door, right? No, all walks of life is welcome.
Well,
as long as you got the respect, right?
Well, fortunately for me, I train everyday regular people. Mm-hmm. So they coming through the door humble. Right. I may seem a little arrogant because I like to talk a little trash or, kind of push you, nudge you a little bit. But, most people are humble. All the thing we care about is for people to come in and be comfortable in their own skin.
Right.
And knowing that, and I like the fact that regardless of your age, your weight, your gender, your race, that you're going to come in here at some point and you can look at somebody across that room and it can be a reflection of you. And that makes it very easy, So in my business, I mostly get my clients when people are like, man, you know what? I've been going to the gym and I need some help.
Right on.
And that's where I come in at.
I got you. Now, I know you say you mix up all your classes, but you have a senior training class as well that you offer. What do those classes typically consist of? Just like a general idea, because I know you take it easy, and I think, in my opinion, if you don't mind me saying, you're taking care of people. You're not pushing them too hard, too fast. You're motivating them using your personality. Got to have fun while you're doing it. They know it's out of respect. They know that you have their best interests at heart. That's that interpersonal connection that you have, established with these folks around here.
Yeah, well, with the seniors, now that's where you're talking about the diversity as far as from like Miss Randolph, what you're going to be showing, she could do everything.
Yeah.
But she's been working with me for 15, 16 years. She's been with me ever since I was with the Y. She's my first client, actually, that I got from the Y. She's been with me everywhere. Hey, y'all, I've moved 20 times in 20 years. But I'm still here, and she's followed me and supported me everywhere I go. But getting back to the seniors,
right.
You have some seniors that has had a stroke that I work with, and their workouts is completely different. We have seniors that need to lose 100, 200 pounds, quite natural. Their workout is different. The thing about with them or anybody is just catering to their specific needs. So some seniors can come in here, they can do bench press, weight, squats, but they've been here a while. Some seniors, we just focus on them trying to just walk in a straight line,
right,
and standing up, sitting down, and just getting better and stronger. So once again, this is Troy Wellness Center, and you can always check me out at Troy Harris on Facebook and Troy Wellness Center on all the other outlets. And so, yeah, man, we just focus on each individual to make them feel more comfortable, and they can progress along till they can be self-sufficient, because that's what it's really about as we get seniors. We want to just be self-sufficient and be able to continue to be strong and get ourselves in and out and the bed and on the floor, whatever the situation might be.
Got to stay moving. Be water, like Bruce Lee said, I just want to give a quick shout out to my pops, man, because my daddy, he getting closer to 80 years old. That man walks 6 days out of the week. He gets up in the morning and walks around the neighborhood. Healthy diet, always on the move.
Yeah, that's what it's about. You got to stay going. You got to stay moving.
Yeah, so love you, Pops. I appreciate everything, man. Now, the next thing I wanted to bring up is the boot camp. I've never been to boot camp or like a class or nor military. But what all does that consist of?
Now, my boot camp is for beginners. My boot camp is for straight beginners, for people that has never worked out a day in their life. Yeah. For people that need to lose 100 pounds, people that's afraid to go to the gym, people that's self-conscious. It's all about beginners. That's what it is. It's a beginner's boot camp. And basically what we do is, we may walk in place, do some weightlifting circuit training. We do some resistance band. We do some floor exercises. But it's built on beginners. So if you're a beginner, that's where the boot camp at. None of this military box jumps and burpees and stuff like that. My boot camps is all about people that's been wanting to work out, and every time they go to the gym, they feel like, oh, Lord, I just don't fit in. But over here, when you come to my boot camp, we talking about people that need to lose weight, people that's never worked out before, building confidence, So it's just a boot camp for beginners. So it's nothing. But hey, if you hadn't walked from here to the corner in a year, it's hard. Now think about that.
Right.
But at least you can come in here and look at the young lady or the guy that's next to you and say, well, yeah, shoot, man, I think I'll be all right because they like me. And it makes it easier.
Right. That is a excellent boost of confidence that boot camp sound like. That's a way to get people.
It is.
Yeah. Yes, that's great. Now, for those people that can't make it to your gym, what can they do at the house? You got anything you offer them, people at home?
Well, I post some videos here and there, but, I just encourage you to keep it moving, try to walk. And I think once a month or 7 to 8 times out of the year, we do a free workout in the park. But I just recommend that you keep it moving. If you can't do nothing but walk, that'll be the best thing, But I'm running a special right now, $100 for 8 personal training sessions.
Hey.
$100 for 8 personal training sessions a month. Okay, that's twice a week. Once again, that's $100. You can get 2 workouts a week for $100. And we're located downtown, right by the fountain at 244 East Black Street. And once again, I really focus on beginners, people that really need the help. But then if you're somebody that's a little advanced, you want to take it to another level, then quite naturally, I'll be ready to do that also.
Do you not offer online training?
No.
Okay.
No online training right now.
Okay. May I make a special request for a specific demographic of the community?
Of course.
I got a 9-year-old daughter.
Mm-hmm.
How about the idea of like daddy-daughter workout days or something like that along those lines? I think that'd be a good way to allow fathers to connect with their daughters on that level as well. Me and my daughter, we do stuff active and stuff like that. We go on hikes, we play volleyball in the yard and stuff like that. But as far as coming into a place like this, letting her get used to working out into the gym, because the gym I go to, she's not of age to work out and she wants to. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And she's interested in it, so this may be the pathway to do something like that for her.
Right now, we're doing a kids workout for $45 a month every Wednesday. And I would say that doing a father and dad workout would be something good to do. It's just creating the things that, because, most of the workouts are going to be catered around the kids, so that way they can feel happy and they can have fun. So that's what I try to do, when I have kid workouts, is I try to create stuff that they can be engaged and make it fun for them.
Okay. And, ladies and gentlemen, if you hadn't noticed, what I'm doing, I'm just trying to inspire everybody, give people opportunity to share their journey, drop some knowledge, share some wisdom with y'all so we can get the power as one. So I'm going to switch gears again on this one. First off, thank you. And I understand that you said you wanted to help me. But and I'm indeed just deeply grateful for that, on the Galactical Styles level. If you don't mind me asking, could you share with the audience, what is it that you saw in me? At what point did you decide to commit to being my first sponsor? Thank you.
Well, I remember seeing you, in the past, and I think that we bumped into each other and talked about the podcast and Publix. And then when you came over to talk to me, and just saw how excited you was, and I watched your last podcast, and I want to get back. I didn't have the mentorship that I needed. Just say it. That I needed. I didn't have a mentorship. A lot of things, I had to figure out as I go, and I don't want you to go through that. When people come to me, I tell them that I'm their shortcut to their fitness goals. And I don't want you to have to go all the way around the way to figure this thing out. You know, I've had a podcast. There's some things that I've accomplished and done, and I want to give it back. You know, so with you doing what you're doing, I want to make sure that I give you an easier path to success if I can. You know, there's no point in me having the knowledge and experience and don't give it to you. You know, so yeah, I want to be a sponsor. So that way that you don't have to put all your money into what you're trying to do on your own. I want to be a sponsor because our sponsor, they believe in you. They want to invest in you. And then more importantly, they want to put their company out there, you know, behind you, saying, well, hey, you know what? A part of this was brought to you by Troy Wellness Center. And that's how it's operated. That's how it's operated. It's not, when you're doing a podcast or a TV show, you know, you don't pay for that out your own pocket. You know, people pay that because they believe in you. And I've had a TV show and I've had a podcast, and you know, I just want to make sure that you're successful. You know, and if I can help, I will. You got any questions or anything that I can do? Then I'm gonna try to do it. You know, it's just so tough. It's just so tough when you come from where I come from, and you don't have the resources. You know, everything that I've accomplished is built around my clients. You know, my clients paying me. You know, I didn't have anybody that left me anything, or I could go into the bank, you know, and just get it, you know. And I remember, you know, when it was time for me to open my big gym, you know, and the things that I had accomplished, even then, you know, with a boatload of money, it was still hard, you know, to go in the bank for the bank to support you. And but fortunately, I did find one, and the rest is history. And that goes back to what I was saying, you know. So it doesn't matter where you come from. It's a matter of what you're going to do, and it's just a matter of what you believe in. You know, and I've had people, my clients, that believe and trust in me to give me that money for me to go out and say what I'm going to do, and I always do it. You know, so that's why I have clients that's been with me forever and follow me through these ups and downs, and we still here because I do what I say what I'm gonna do. You know, and
accountability.
So there you have it. You know, so you can't be a big talker. You got to do a lot of walking and let your talking speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? You know, you ain't got to, I want to do this, I'm gonna do that. No. Just let people see it. You know, it ain't about what they see. It's about what's in your heart and what you're trying to accomplish. So, man, you gotta go out here and get it, man. You gotta go out here and get it. You're gonna run into roadblocks. Then you gotta figure out another way. You know what I'm saying? You gotta figure out. You know, let me say this right here. So it's like this right here. It's like going. You know, how do you get across the Red Sea? Or the Colorado River, you know, how do you get over, or even Catawba River? Don't you know that at some point that you can walk down the side of that river, I don't care what river it is, that at some point that you can just walk over that river? At some point. Now, you know, I'm in Kentucky, and I'm looking at Cincinnati on the other side, and I'm saying, man, that's a huge, how they get over there? You know what I'm saying? How they get over there? Okay, they made boats and stuff like that. But, you know, some of them rivers, man, you couldn't make no boat to get across them things. You had to go, you know, how you get across the Colorado in the Grand Canyon? You had to go down in there.
You had to get down up in there.
You had to get down in there. Guess what? When you got down there, all you had to do was just jump over.
Yeah.
Just walk over.
Yeah.
Now, when you got over and you started going back down, you got through that joker had no wide back out, and that water raging.
Raging.
But and I talk too much. But anyway,
No, you good, bro.
That's what it's about. Persevering and believing, and not making any excuses for what you don't have, and go out and create a way to get it.
Right. And it's important to be on that side. And the side I'm saying is being open to sharing the knowledge and the experiences that we all have to help each other out. So I have a few podcasts in my pocket right now, and I have made some mistakes. Believe me, y'all, I done made some mistakes. But I take it serious. If I, tell the people that I'm working with that this will be video recorded. If there's an issue with the recording and it's not available, we got the audio, yeah, but I promise the video. So I have to hold myself accountable, not be too hard on myself. I'm very self-deprecating, excuse me. But at the end of the day, I know what I'm doing is for a good cause and a great purpose. So it's okay. And I'm willing to share those, corrections that I found and made through my trials and tribulations and trial and error with this process. And I'll share them with anybody that's looking to start a podcast. I'll tell you what I did and where I messed up at and how to dodge that obstacle and just make it a clear path as far as what I did. You know what I mean? Just to share that knowledge, to help somebody out. Right. That's what I'm trying to do, just help people. Mm-hmm. If you got a voice out there, you want to start a podcast, I highly suggest you do it. You might have to save up and, get your equipment and everything, get it out the mud, but that's the way to do it, man. Learn your craft, take care of your craft. This is very precious to me, just like I was talking about the Lord of the Rings on the Supreme Nutrition episode. I'm on this unexpected journey, you know what I'm saying? And, ooh, boy, I've been meeting some interesting people, some good solid folk, man, to give me hope. Speaking of, I'm going to ask you a quick question. What does the name, when you hear the name Brand Pro, what comes to mind?
Love.
Absolutely.
Them good people, man. Them people, I love them people, man. Them people work hard, man. Them people care about people, man. They care about what they do. And I just been so blessed along this journey, man, the way this world is, man, and you see, people that don't have heart, man, and then for me, I've been blessed. I'm spoiled, I'm spoiled, man. Because I have so many people, man, that have a heart, man. They love. Yeah. They don't talk about Christianity. They don't talk about God. They show love, man. So, man, I love Brand Pro. I don't even want to get into Brand Pro because I can go on and on about them guys, man. And they deserve, everything, man. Them guys, man. I love them guys. So...
Out of two, special shout out to Joe, Jim, and Miranda.
Yeah, man.
We love you guys.
Yeah, man.
I'm probably gonna pull up on Joe here in a second, go give him a dap in the hug.
Yeah, man. Give him a dap in the hug, man. Tell him I say what's up, man.
I'll definitely do that, man.
Them guys work hard, man. I just saw Jim. He down in Myrtle Beach. Finally took some time off. He deserved it.
Much needed, yeah. And well deserved.
Well deserved.
Yeah, well deserved.
And hopefully, he'll slow it down a little bit. But yeah, man. Thank you for mentioning them guys. I love them guys, man.
Yeah, I just want to give them a special shout out to show them some love.
Yeah, and, man. Yeah. Hey, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm spoiled. I got some people out here, man, that's really supported me, man. That's why, man. I'm supporting you.
Thank you.
Man. I've had some people, man. Hey. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and
we get you a check, man. We get you a check.
The support system, the village aspect, that mentality, we all should have that, in my opinion. I'm not an expert on that. I'm just a concerned citizen. I'm a single father. If you're a single mama, stand up. I know the struggle is real. If you're a single father, stand up. You still alive, you still kicking, We got this, y'all. We got to just get together and do it. If you married, stand up. You know, I wish everybody the best. Nothing but respect and love to everybody out there. And like I say, I got hope for the future, man. I think we're gonna be all right.
Love, man, love. It's an incredible thing, man, and
Yeah. And like again, thank you for helping me, and I'm willing to help you in any way as possible. And that's why every episode I probably mention the word. Y'all might get tired of it. I might keep mentioning it. I might mention it 50 11 times. But symbiosis. Google it. Whatever you need to do, that's what we need to be on. But again, brother, you know, this is brought to you by Troy Wellness Center. This is my guy right here. He jumped on board first. We riding and dying together, ride or die, you know, and, you know, join the movement. Peace and love. Dap in the hug. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you. First official.